It makes you really reevaluate your life, where you live, and it makes you think about things differently. You know, it's one thing not to have Wi-Fi everywhere you go. It's a whole nother thing if you've got no water to drink.
And 10,000 kilometers east of California in Germany, water shortages have become a problem as well.
2020 war das zweitwärmste Jahr in Deutschland.
Wochenlang nichts als Sonne, hohe Temperaturen und kein Regen.
Erneut rekordverdächtige Temperaturen.
In some parts of Germany, searing temperatures have repeatedly strained supplies of drinking water, as here in the town of Lauenau.
This is the local water authority. Due to high levels of consumption, the local water supply levels remain critical. The supply of drinking water could occasionally be interrupted. The fire department will soon be distributing a final supply of service water in your area. We have seen critical situations in the dry summers of the last few years, but nothing like this year.
In extreme situations like this, the local fire department provides people with water until the local supply can be restored. But why didn't those responsible anticipate the shortfall? An expert explains how a resource once taken for granted became a scarce commodity without anyone really noticing.
Wasser ist absolut ein gefährdetes Gut, und zwar in unterschiedlichster Art und Weise.
Water is very much a vulnerable resource in various ways. But in Germany, the days when we had abundant water supplies are gone too. And in some parts of northern Bavaria, there is a dire shortage of water.
Richtige Wasserarmutsgebiete sind.
Here in Upper Franconia, one of the areas hardest hit by water scarcity in Germany, regional water authorities monitor the groundwater level. Klaus Arzet is joined by Simon Preis from the Nuremberg Water Authority to conduct checks at a critical measuring site. Readings taken at key points like this will, they hope, reveal any hidden developments underground. As the probe is lowered into the ground, a light indicates when it hits groundwater. Simon Preis records the latest data.
Wieder 4 Zentimeter weniger als letzte Woche.
4 centimeters lower than last week and 1.5 meters lower than last year. We've been measuring this site since 2012. Since then, the groundwater level has dropped by 13 meters.
Wir beobachten natürlich auch an anderen Messstellen.
We also monitor other measuring sites in Bavaria. And we've seen that groundwater levels are dropping and are taking longer to be replenished, if they're recovering at all.
But what if groundwater levels continue to sink at this rate?
Wir können natürlich nicht abschätzen.
There's no way we can make any medium or long-term predictions. If these lengthy dry periods persist, the groundwater level will continue to drop. As a large proportion of the drinking water in Bavaria comes from groundwater, then obviously there'll be less water available.
Und damit steht natürlich auch weniger zur Verfügung.
And one result of the drop in groundwater levels is already visible at this well. It's supplied 200 households with drinking water for over a century.
This is the well house.
Extending and renovating the well would be costly. Michael Belau from the Regional Environmental Agency monitors the facility.
In 2020, we recorded record lows for groundwater levels. And you notice from the discharge that there's less water.
And with those levels no longer sufficient, the well is set to be closed. While the population here in Teuchnitz is growing, the municipal wells and springs are yielding a dwindling supply of water. Christian Müller, head of the local utilities maintenance department, accompanies Klaus Arzet and Michael Belau to the community's last remaining well.
Climate change has had a particularly bad impact in the dry years, 2013, 2015, 2018, 2019 and 2020.
A situation that nobody here had expected to escalate as dramatically as it has.
I can't remember us ever having had summers as dry as the ones we've had over the last 5 or 10 years. And nobody here can remember a summer